And we are streaming. Hello and welcome to Arts Confusion for the 10th of January 2025. I hope we're all doing well. So currently the scoreboard is blanked. Officially the scoreboard isn't blanked, but obviously none of us have played 5 consecutive games yet, so it doesn't have a ranking for that part of things. I'm going to keep the scores in the traditional way as mentioned, and we'll just have that as the background. But in the main, yeah, we'll just rank it on who's got the best 5 games in a row. And see how things go from there. But, yeah, let's see who is around. So currently Rise and Prospero. Aye aye. We'll wait for one more, and then we will get started. And also see if I can remember to get the management up, just in case we do have a situation we had last week where there were 2 games available. So bear with. Chat settings, no. Match rules, match management, there we go. Just in case. Nice. I'm actually in Leeds again this weekend, so I'm going to be playing IRL on Sunday. Assuming the weather doesn't prevent that, of course, but I think it should be more or less clearing up by that point, if still cold. Hi, Rise. I've also signed up to Kyrill's thing as a substitute, so we might end up be doing that in the next weeks and months. Again, I don't feel committed. I'm an anti-tournament player in a lot of ways these days. I had a couple of bad experiences, which, again, it's what it is. But also, I'm just not that competitively minded for this. I'm competitive, don't get me wrong. I am. It's just I'm not tournament-minded at this point. Where are we playing in Tenho? I mean, Tenho is not a bad platform, and I think, honestly, that the only difference between Tenho and Seoul in terms of the player base is that I think the level is a lot higher. The low end of Tenho is better than the low end of Seoul. Not that I've been playing on the low end of Seoul for quite a while. And again, as long as you've got the apps in place that translate everything, because I remember starting Tenho and just having everything in Japanese and, you know, reaching a Tenho. I think I've done that, and also definitely canning when I should have not done that because I wanted to do something else. I think these things happen, but again, it's a platform and it does take a bit of getting used to. Speaking of which, I had to make a new account again, so I'm back to 9th queue nonsense, no stakes ranked games again. So I might end up having to, I might end up playing a few more on the weekends, and we'll just see how that goes. But I was also doing some ranked stuff on Seoul before I started this all up, so who knows. Alright, we are still waiting on one more. So let me just do a quick thing. Worst comes to it, we'll do a free player versus the AI, but I will have to remove that game from the standings because obviously I don't want the AI to be scoring. Of course, the moment I start, we'll have a 4th player, but okay then, let's get going. So this one will not count towards the rankings. I will have to remember to remove it when we're done. But let's add a computer and let's go. Good luck to all. Good luck to both of you. I didn't want to put a play discard bot because honestly that gives a lot of advantage and I don't generally know the play laws of easy and normal, so we'll just put it on normal. No losing to the AI, that is the one rule. Inevitably we're going to lose to this AI. Ugh. I mean, none of that is good. Straight Honitsu and hope. I have the Akihai. I can set the Honitsu up. But even the Sanzo is going to be the tricky one there. One east, one north. We'll play the reds out. So potentially pair established. Reach happens. Immediately cheat. So 2 safe. North safe. East is relatively safe. It feels bad for this dealer. Also have to worry about the Sozy things, but I've got 2 safe tiles now, so I can break that up, hope to get something connected to the other bits. Yeah. Gotta play around Rise a little bit here. Okay. 7 so being proven safe would be very useful for us, but it's not guaranteed to be. 8 isn't amazing, but I've got to partially attack this. 17 is safe, obviously. So he played a 9, he's played a 5. Yeah, gonna have to fold it. Don't like it. That's a chance at, well, that's a nothing hand up top. That's Yakuhai only. Goodness knows what that is these days. 6 is a safe. It's got to be south we got, so it's not that. Doesn't feel like they got a hand. So we're playing greens and reds. Are there any bonus tiles left? Or was it just call, get Tenpai, hope? Alright, last discard. Five say safe.
Note.
Yep, Yakula's Tenpai up top, and just a 2-5. Okay. Okay, 1,000 in the middle. No change of position. We have a Sanchikyu Chanterish Double Dora hand, so let's see how this one progresses. Honestly, it's going down to can we get the early 3-pin free man. Even just the free man would do at this point. Alright, we're going to keep that because that's slightly more useful than the 2 whites here. We might be able to just go for normal pin 2 hands rather than force things. Oh, that's unfortunate. One East played. Yeah, we are not doing well for safety here. We can play the 2-pin. We have 2 Doras, so we could potentially attack this back, but Iron's not that close at this point. Relying on a closed 6 now. Have to get rid of the 5 so somehow. Free man would be extremely nice. And at some point this dragon... Yeah, I've got too many tiles that just aren't going to fly with what's going on. And while I'm happy to take a risk, he has not played a single Sozi tile at this point. Which does not feel amazing. It's like, no losing to the AI. That's something we need to do. Although I did go for a Yakless Tenpai on the first game, so... It clearly has very little interest in Manzi tiles. But the 8 isn't guaranteed to be safe. Weirdly, we are closing on Nishanting him, but I don't think we're going to take it with a few draws left. Well, Dora safety is interesting. So we'll play out both Doras, 4-man, and then we'll be pretty much out of this one, I think. Even got 2 so if I need to for 2-sided, well, multi-sided for protection is 2 so. So, yeah, we're out of this one as well. Could have potentially won this. If this turns out to be... No idea.
Note.
8 so closed. Okay. Well, the defense is playing well, but this is letting the AI win, which we can't have. Not going to call the White Dragon immediately. We'll probably take the second, but we'll hold off for the moment. Alright, south. So this is just a White Dragon move the game on hand. Can't do too much else here. That's useful enough, I suppose. No, it's not. I'm happy with what we got. It's pretty much the same in terms of things here, and I prefer to be on a 2 rather than the 7. Alright. AI is being a little relentless right now. I definitely have some problems coming up, but... But we'll take the Tenpai. One-sided thing that was going to be Riichi Sumo only if it wasn't guaranteed Tanyo. Alright. Well, this is happening. So Yakuhai 2 pairs. Again, gonna hold off. The hand's not quite there that I want to commit to the west right this second. And I draw a second east, because of course I did. Draw. One for the moment. Okay, that's fine. It is 4 pairs, but we can work with that potentially. Free. Now the question is, do we want to... Yeah, we do. We go for the conventional hand here over other things, because we can always just cut these to get what we want. Also, this incorporates the aura more easily, rather than us relying on things. Immediately draw another pair, though. Okay, useful. Ishanten. 7-pin ideally, but not the worst.
Chi.
Yeah, we'll take a call for Tenpai here. Shard or each.
No.
And a reach that isn't. Never usually a bad idea to just call for a Tenpai. 2,000 points. Plus the third Homba, plus we stop this down dealer turn, plus I take second. Alright, all good. Hello, 2:17 AM, what are you doing and why are you watching us at 2 AM? Thank you for joining, certainly, but why? Good to hear from you. At this point, we're all just trying to prevent an AI from destroying us. Because it's had a bit of a start. A little reluctant getting 7-pin, but we can always break that up if we want to. Well, we got it. 5-pin now, while it's less risky, and we will take a reach-only hand to become dealer. Or start cutting east now. Could cut east now. Yeah, let's cut east now. Maybe not the most optimal of plays, but I think given that we have this on turn 4, we can spend a couple of turns to just cycle around and get ourselves an extra Yaku. Or not, as the case may be with this, but you know. Nice! I'm going to an IRL event on Sunday. Which I say is more just a casual meetup. It's not really an event as such, but... And then I've got Kairol's event. I'm only a sub for it, admittingly, rather than a full player for it, but subbing in for Kairol's event potentially as well, which he's doing an online thing. Mostly for the UK time zone stuff, so probably not interest to you either. Oh dear. What can we do here? Really don't want to deal into the AI. The AI has done some really silly weights through this, but I don't want to rely on things. We'll play a second West. Friso is going to be tricky to discard for the final bit of this, but so is almost everything else we do. I think we're just going to have to fold here. What can we do? 1-2-3 is out. What's walled off? Not much that's going to be useful against this. I can discard the 6-7, which I guess is my best move that doesn't fully fall for this. I mean, to be fair, I'm not the best person to play efficiency. Again, I've not studied enough to get the efficiency down to where I'm supposed to go a lot of the time, but I've been playing the game for about... I don't even know how long anymore. 15 years, probably longer. And honestly, at this stage, I'm just going to fold. I'm not the dealer, so I I take less risk from a non-dealer reach here. If he sumos, Prospero loses more points than I do. But equally, this hand is at the moment going to be only free Han. So I've got to bear that in mind, especially since I've been given 3 safe tiles now. Yeah, too close to the end. Maybe we could have stuck this out, but we will play sensibly for the moment. Also, Tusei's safe, thinking about this as well. Rise has got those. Okay, we have so many safe tiles. Except the ones we want to discard, of course.
Come.
Oh, Rise has got something. So safety to Rise is now a little more important, but we're also safe to Rise here. Alright, can't reach from Rise. And looks like that's just going to put points in the middle for the moment. Unless that was a deal in. Nope, that's his Prospero considering. Call for Tempai? No. Dragon 2 pair weight and another pair weight over there. That is an interesting... Oh, he had a Suanko weight? Oh, jeez, okay. Yeah. Had to go for that. But thankfully, no Yakuman against us for the moment. Alright. Dealer turn. Right, 2300 in the middle, so Mangan gets us the overall lead regardless of where it comes from. Mangan's not the easiest thing for us to get in one go here, but you never know. We might be able to Cheatoy this yet, and in fact we're drawing to Cheatoy at this stage. Alright. Don't normally want Dragon piles for the Cheatoy side of things. White is also now 1 out, so maybe we could use that. Just got to draw the next one, really. 6 isn't going to be helpful for us either way. 2 of them are out. Okay, maybe we're calling. Problem is, all my other pairs are middle, so I'm not likely to get a lot out of this, and also I'm in Sozu, which makes that a little more awkward. East is live, but I think this is our last chance to play it. Alright, Ishanten Cheatoy. And we turn calls off here. So Dora Wait's not going to be the best thing in the world, but equally this is dealer Hanneman if we sumo it, so...
Riichi.
Riichi Cheatoy for dealer Hanneman, and a 7-pin was just discarded. I doubt there's going to be a second one based on that, but something to consider. We put the CG trap out. Ultimately, this is now just a case of can we draw it? Is there 2 left in the wall for us to draw? But this is a monster hand if we sumo, so this is what we've got to do. And I certainly wasn't discarding it. I guess with Prospero, I did jump the gun here because I did have the opportunity to just dump this. But equally then, that lowers the hand from Hanneman chance to basically reach and Cheatoy and sumo, which is not that many points even as dealer. I'd like a shot to try and overhaul the AI here, so we'll take this. Also, if somebody misreads this, I mean Rise more than Prospero probably, you might read that as a safe tile before the reach. Or after the reach. Maybe. Probably won't. They're on the ball enough to not do that. Prospero has 2 calls, so he will try and finish the hand you'd think if I've not completely scared him off with this. How much do you respect the dealer reach? Oh, we got rid of that from 2. Okay. So I only had 1 in hand I could win from anyway, but I'm okay with that. I lose 1,000 points from my dealership, admittingly. I'm in last place now. But I think not the worst result from that, especially as we did have the Hanneman chance. Alright, so gap to lead is now Hanneman. And close gap to the other 2. Okay, possibility on the cards. I'm going to take the first one. We will probably... Oh, that was the second one. Okay, fine. We're not taking either of them. This is me not paying attention. I missed that I've already skipped through one without... Oh well, it's all good. 2 safe tiles. And we already have a pair from the 8th, so it's all good. Okay, so Tanya's building. It'd be Tanya nothing, unfortunately, but it is there. Shinimitsu's not impossible for us to just pivot into, but...
Riichi.
But against the Riichi, we're probably going to use the fact we have 2 safe tiles and just see how this goes. I mean, who knows? Maybe it will be Jinitsu. He's just giving us another safe tile of what we want to be discarding. One man's safe. Yeah, I think we just push Jinitsu now, if we can. Maybe. South is fine. Second Hatsu should be fine, and I think now we're out of this one. Alright, Rise of the Manga and Sumo, we now have some problems. Ah, single tile weight as well. But he had the double tons. Oh, sorry, single ton. We're in South round now. Alright, Rise takes the lead. Rise has been a bit of an unstoppable force in the last few games. So, let's see what we can do. And again, Yaki High established. That's good, but it's not great. Alright, 6-man would be the ideal draw here, I think. Just cut the 1-2, go for a Pinfu and Tanyo. That will do, which unfortunately helps Rise. Probably the last Manzi tile we'll be discarding there. That is another weird hand from the AI, so I think we can ignore them. That I unfortunately cannot ignore, which is unfortunate. But first strike for Prospero. I have 1 safe tile against him, so we'll do it, even though I don't really want to be giving Manzi tiles for Rise. Struggling. When you say struggling, we're not actually that far from just incidental temper here. We know 5-4 is safe, so we could counter this. I mean, he's so lucky. 7 is safe exactly to Rise. Double wrong. Alright, so the AI has lost the launcher points. Well, I say a bunch of points. 1,300 to Rise. Sorry, to Prospero. And 1,500 there. I mean, against that, yeah, it is. You know, it was fine. I thought that was going to be for more points. I was hoping the AI would be sort of down to my level of points right now. But, alright, we keep going. Haven't lost any ground. Still have a full thing left. And we are last dealer. Okay, terminal triplet. And nothing really else going on in terms of value for this hand, so this might be carnage attempting here when we get there. Toto is an option, but again, middle pairs. And no Yakuhai to build back on if it goes wrong, which is why we're not calling them. Good draw. Okay. So let's cut this up. Since we don't really care about terminals all that much, we might end up with a 5 as our pair. In the grand scheme of things, hoping for a 6 as the most efficient path there. Doesn't happen, of course, but, you know, we like to envision where we can... You know, eventually you ask for tiles, they come up. So we would really like a 6, though. That was a 9. That was a 4. So closed reach on the 6. I think we'll take the Tempai, but I'm not going to take the reach just yet. If we draw an 8, we can obviously go the Ipeiko side of things to improve it. And we instantly get a 6. Well, it happens. That's a 5-7 weight. Not amazing, and one of the 7s is already out. Yeah, we'll stay out of this. Okay, well that would have been the winner, but again, no way to know that. It's just something that's happened. I still think it's better to wait for an 8 or closed 4. At a certain point, you just got to commit, haven't you? Yeah.
Riichi.
We'll commit. It's a CG trap as well, so... Not expecting much out of this, but... If I don't reach, people are going to push more, and I'll lose tempo from that more than anything else. Rather than waiting on an incidental 8 or a 9, so to just randomly be discarded. Well, to randomly draw, actually, not discarded. Oh, we get the hit.
No.
CG Trap earns a sweet nothing. Plus 2 Honba. Okay, that is 7. Not worth it. Not worth it in the slightest. He said, what do I even do with this hand? Play North and start. I mean, it's what it was. Nothing really we could do with that, and my waiting to try and improve the hand value was just going to mean that other people would play around me and bully me off the pot, which, it's given I've got one hand, they're entitled to do. Yeah. There were ways that could improve. The hand could improve. It just, you know. With 7, the odds are not in our favour, and we do not need to do that. Also, please don't reveal aspects about my current hand. They're allowed to be in chat. No worries. Again, this was never an orphan's attempt, unfortunately. Might be a Nagashi attempt, but I said that hand is impossible and also doesn't exist. So probably not. Strictly speaking, though, I have no idea how to do anything else other than just discard these and see how it goes. At the moment, though, we've got another one-hand hand here. Dora. Well, now we got more. 888, 77, and another reach. Well, Dora's safe. But we have no Yaku. But 2 safe tiles to get us towards that Yaku. Alright, that's fine. Prospero wins, gets his thing back, look like a pairweight. Riichi Sumo and 2000. Okay. 2 hands to go. We're still not really looking at it. We're just going to cut the 1-9 here. We're going to play this sensibly. We're not at the point where we need to chase Orphans or Yakuman, and also 3 reds are just gone. Would like to have a decent hand to come up at some point today. That'd be nice. Actually, we had our hand of an attempt. I can't complain too much. Double dragon, but not the triple, so we're okay with that. That's just 2k. And we're on 4 pairs again. Complete middle sequence is not nice when we're trying to do that, though. Especially since Sozu seems to be what he wants, so we're going to play 4-pin here. This is not optimal in any way for going Cheetor. I'd like to get rid of these, but there's too much of a chance that the AI wants them. I wasn't wrong. Good news, we're up to 3rd. Bad news, getting to 2nd is going to be a chore, but we have a dealer turn. Let's see if we can do anything with it. We have Dora. We have a okay start. Do we get a 2nd draw? No. What is the absolute optimal hand here? I think it's just Tanyo, Dora, unfortunately. Possibly Tampin. And of course the AI is just being annoying there. To be fair, a player would be doing what he's doing and being annoying as well, but you know. We saw him go for a note in hand in the first thing, it just hasn't happened. Yeah, that's an AI up top. The normal difficulty AI that's unfortunately screwing us up a bit. It's not even the mono AI that we can predict. He goes for Kokushi every single time and then does other things. Still. Alright, Ipeiko. I don't know if that necessarily helps us a great deal. Drawing a 6 gives us a free-sided weight versus the isolated free 5. Yeah, we'll go with this. 5-pin is still useful if we draw it, but let's get rid of the free 5 side of this now. Something on either side of these is useful. And if we draw a 6-0, that 7 becomes massively justified. Didn't happen, but we did draw something connected to the 3, so half a step. Still need a pair. That might be a pair eventually, and that's useful enough that we can do that. Alright, Riichi, Ipeiko, Ishanten. Love to draw a 4-so and just have, you know, have a chance at Ryan. Would be lovely, but Ryan never turns up. This would be a good day for Ryan to turn up. Give me that free 4, man. Give me the 5-so, actually. That would do as well. No. Gonna turn calls off, because I don't think we want to be calling anymore with this hand. Come on. Give me 3-man, 4-man. One time, please. Ah, you know, take it.
Riichi.
Riichi, Pinfu, Ipeiko, Dora. It's Mangan, but still, we nearly had a Ryan Peiko. Gotta be a bit unhappy at that. Can we draw a 3-6 though? Wrong side. Sima and Dora would be Hanneman, which doesn't get us ahead of Rise, but gets us pretty close. Actually, would it? 12. Yeah, actually, no, it would. We get an 18 swap. No, he's on 18-7. Yeah. I guess second, though. I don't like to hear that. No Haite for us.
Tenpai.
Triple Dora, though. It's a pretty impressive hand over there. Alright, when we pick up the draw, now Rise is in Hanneman range, so Hanneman is all I need. Actually, Mung and Simo would be enough, wouldn't it? Yeah, Mung and Simo would be enough. Alright, let's see how this goes. This is a good start. This is a very strong start. I'm happy with this.
Pong.
Double Yakuhai Honitsu for Mungan. Ooh, that's a good draw. West-East Fairweight would be perfect for us, I think. Because people will incidentally play a West here. Hold on. Brain's gone. Brain's gone. No, don't call that. Brain's gone. Yeah, sequence doesn't get us Tenpai, so we want to call for Tenpai here.
Pong.
That is a call for Tenpai. Alright, 6 West. I mean, if they identify Honitsu, West might not come out of them, but I think this is still our best bet for this. Prospero is still playing into our outs a little bit.
No.
Well, we get a hit of the AI from Mungan, so we'll take it. $14-3 puts us within 400. Now, importantly, if I do take the lead, that doesn't end the game, because there has to be a win after that has happened. So I do need to actually get enough of a gap that whatever happens after that hand that I don't win, say a no-turn draw, for example, then... yeah. Because the leadership does not end if I am leading. This is the rules of the server. This is just going to be an incidental grab at this point, I think. No sense in not taking it this time. Fortunately, 2 edge weights. Hopefully we can get one of those quickly. Or convert one of them into a pair for something. 9 doesn't help, but I can call anything at this point, so... Prospero, give me freeze, please. Pair of 6s. I mean, I'll take it. Let's cut the 1-2, so... on the basis we see a 1, so... good draw. Ishanten. We can call for Tenpai here as well. Dragon does nothing. Unfortunate, but, you know, it's what it is. And also, 1 green was already out, so... yeah, we call for Tenpai here. Alright, who's going to give us a free pin? Oh, forget that. There are arguably more free pins we could draw, but I prefer to be in this way for the moment, especially if we can switch this to... actually, we can't switch either of these. We discarded 8 and 5. So, okay, well, this is just what we're committed to now. But people are psychologically more inclined to play a 2-pin here. They're not going to play a 3-pin.
Boom.
Alright, Rise on the attack. The good news is we're pretty much guaranteed second, regardless at this point, and we're in Tenpai, so... you know, worst case scenario is kind of avoided. 2 open hands that both seem to be Tanyo. Prospero is the only hand we need to worry about if he does a random reach out of nowhere. But I think value-wise, the other two are looking fine. The AI does not have a Honitsu, Chinitsu style hand, and I think Tanpin or more like Tanyo is more likely from both of them. Yeah, I might instantly deal in, but I'd still finish with, you know, second place in a good position, so I'd take it. But damn it, I'm setting up all these CG traps and nothing is working. Oh, and the free pin now comes out. Darn you, AI. They outsmarted me. Again, I can't... Actually, I could have gone 4-7. Yeah, I could have gone 4-7. That was an error. I didn't think about that. How many 4-7s are even left? 2 7s gone. Now we draw a 3. That's just insult to injury at this point.
Chi.
Well, we're Tenpai. Let's 7 deal in.
Tenpai.
3 and 6 and 2 and 6. Alright, Renchan. Gap remains 400. Okay, okay. This is a good start. Well, it hasn't. It's the same gap, but I've now drawn the free pin in advance, so that helps. We have too many pairs, but in theory we're going to split one of these up and do that. Are you a real protagonist? No, I'm an antagonist, absolutely. Also, I'm an agent of chaos. I can't play this game seriously anyway. There are two things that happen around me. Jam flow, which is just when I get unfairly lucky, regardless of what my actual skill level is. And then there's just the Marmite, which is everything going wrong. I think we actually decided Marmalade was the opposite side. It was actually kind of like Marmite. I'm less keen on Marmalade. What am I even supposed to do with this? I guess breaking a pair is not the worst thing to do, but I'm gonna just play the 4-pin I've already got. I don't know if I'm going Tanyo because I've got a couple of things related to terminals, so maybe I'm not. Okay, good draw. I mean, I'll still play the 1. If we end up in getting a triplet of the 7s, for example, we cut that and we just have the Tenpai that way, so... Reach and 1 looks likely. But will it be Tanyo? Will it be Pinfu? Will it just be Reach? Let's find out, because regardless of that, I've then got to win, and I've then got to have somebody else win another hand. The game does not end if I take the lead here. 9-pin safe. So Call for Tenpai is the thing I could absolutely be doing, and should probably have thought about when the 7-pin was discarded earlier. Because I could have done that, but I'd then be relying on the 6 only, but it's still a Call for Tenpai. Oh, Rise discarded Dora. I absolutely want to be a Tenpai now. It's 1 7-man, 1 7-pin left I could draw.
Riichi.
I figured that was happening.
Pong.
We call for Tenpai. And Rise takes the win. Maybe if we'd have done that on the earlier 7, we might have actually got away with things, but who knows. It wasn't all or nothing, because I think regardless of what we did there, Rise hitting free Uridura just to rub it in at that point. But yeah, the most we were going to lose was a few points. Even dealing into our Hanneman at that point wouldn't have actually dropped us below Prospero unless it was directly into them. But well, yeah, no, nothing is stopping Rise right now. Nothing is stopping Rise. Alright, GG. Alright, welcome Demo. I'm going to join you in a moment. So we currently have Demo, Prospero, Rise, and myself, random seats. Let's go again. Also, hi Demo. So the AI have been crushed, but Rise is unstoppable. Let's see how this goes. let's see how the momentum shifts. We have an okay start. Sanchiki possibilities, but we'll see. Just need to make sure we're dialing things down a little bit, at least at the start of the game. We don't do anything too silly at the start. Okay, triple sequence. White Dragon for demo. So we still need a pair. That's useful enough. So that puts us into a 1-4 weight potentially down the line. Ipeco. So Ipeco or options, I suppose, is the other thing. Drawing that means we can go into a 1-4.
Boom.
West does nothing. Well, these are win, but it still does nothing with 3 of them out. That's that 2-pin I really want. We're going to hold off. Drawing a 3-man means this is infinitely better, so we would go that way, cut the 4. Maybe go for the Ipeco Sanchiki as well. Okay, well that's a pair. So, Riichi, Sanchiki, Dora 1. Sure.
Riichi.
It's not a great weight, but it's early days. There's a couple of calls. Let's see if that puts any pressure on anybody. Good. Keep drawing tiles I already have discarded. It's all good. Rise did risk a 4 though, so Rise is probably Ishanten or there or thereabouts if he's taking risks. Yeah, Rise is there. He's taking risks. Tenpai probably with a Dora too. I forget what the range is for that, in truth. I mean, Rise doesn't play ranked a lot, which is... He's a lot better than what he's showing, just for this purposes of this. He is a lot better than that, as you've already probably got evidence of. Oh god, Dora, discard. Okay, nothing. Yeah, I forget what the scales are. I don't do a lot of ranked matches on Soul now. I got to Expert 3 and just... Expert 1 and just stopped, Master 1 and stopped, rather. I was an Expert 3 for the longest time because I just did not want to risk it, but, you know. But it certainly takes a lot longer. It takes a lot less time if you keep winning. Yeah, nothing about Rise's discards showed that he was folded to me in the slightest. Oh boy. Yeah. Can't be helped. He had a good weight. It was better weight than mine, actually. I'm surprised he went all in for a foul for 1100, but I guess, you know, as long as he can do that relatively safely, which he was not doing, he just did not care. Fair play to him for that, in truth. But my hand was bigger. He was taking more of a risk than I was. Alright. Easter start. So there was not a lot of information about what my hand was. It just was a bad weight, unfortunately, which, again, is a consequence. There wasn't a lot of chance of them reading it, but equally, unless they happened to have it, there wasn't a lot of chance of them dealing it. White Dragon Dora, late in the hand. Let's keep it for the moment. We may have regrets about this later, but we're going to keep it for now. Usually I'd be tossing it in the first 4. Prospero has actually done it for me, so I think we'll yeah. Yeah, we'll toss ours. Because if we hadn't... Oh, actually, he was doing it because he was about to get to Tenpai. Okay. Fun and games. Well, I have nothing direct against this, so I'm just going to label 1 pin out. Happens, but okay. Random pair weight. There's very little you can do to defend against the pair weight, but at least it was only a Riichi Patsu. Oh well. Right, what are we doing here? Playing South. Yeah, we're only 6k behind into our dealer turn. We got chances of this. And if we keep dealing in, we go into the Guinness. Pair of 9s. Do 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 do. Sure. We probably just play East here on the basis that I don't think we're going to get the pair of them, and it's still, you know, it's still better stuff, people. 1 out. Alright. So, 1 meld, 1 pair, stuff and things. Ooh, some carnage from Demo. The 9 added appears to be mostly... Well, I mean, 2 extra Dora. But, jeez. Okay. Well, now I've got to think about things a bit. That also is an interesting draw for a lot of reasons. Let's play our 9s out. Maybe I should be keeping them because they're safely walled off behind the 7s, but... But equally, we need a lot. We need 3 more draws. Optimal draws to get anywhere here. We might not have the time for this.
Oh.
Yeah, we don't have the time for this. Always annoying to fall in the dealer because it's just missed opportunities, but it feels like we might be doing that now. We can call for Tenpai, but we don't have call for Yakus, so... So we need 7 man to... We need 7 so to pass, or 4 so. Do we keep going? 6 pin safe. We'll risk this a bit longer. Because we're now Ishanten. If we draw a 2 pin, we will probably try it regardless. Reach with Kandora. I mean, sure. What do we think? 4 or 7? Let's go 4.
Riichi.
It's a close wait, but it is a reach with Kandora, so we'll take the chance. Maybe it'll force these two to fold and we'll just pick up more points in the draw. Might also force Demo to fold, weirdly. There are 3 left, but I'm not expecting this to pay off. I'm just expecting 2 people to fold and we'll pick up a dealer turn repeat. Rise is staying in. Didn't give me the draw on the call, which is a thing. I mean, you can call me extremely silly, but we passed it. Put 1,000 in the middle. He was the only one not in Tenpai, and it looks as if all my outs were, unfortunately, not available to me. And they had much more valuable hands than I did. So, yay! We got away with that one. Alright. Draw state, repeat. Oh, what is this? 6, 7, 8. I don't even have the ability... Oh, whatever. What the heck is this? Alright, we're going Chitoi Honroto. That is the plan. We're going Chitoi Honroto. Alright, dragons are out. We are genuinely doing that. I'm not taking the route. The route does not work. Not from 8. At 9, you have, I think, at best, a 5% shot. Based on, you know, tournament statistics and things. Now we have double ton, we have a set, we have a pair, we have a 7 that we can call. This is a much stronger hand than going for a Kokoshi at this stage. Especially with that draw. That is unfortunate, given Prosper has now made the double call against us, but unless it's his Honitsu, it's not insanely valuable. Although, don't like that. Ooh, I'm liking it. Could do with that east, though, not gonna lie. But ending up in a final pair weight of these two would be fine. Well, that's 1. Let's cut this. So now we got 9 east north for a weight on the other 2, of which we need east regardless of anything. Or we get one more of either of these and we reach. I take a call for Senpai's dealer. Double ton only, but we'll take it. Unfortunately, almost certainly somebody has a pair of these, but... I don't think Prospero's got the Honitsu. For some reason, I'm just seeing 3527 come out. I don't think he's got the Honitsu. He probably has the pair of East, though. Yeah. We went greed. Given this is again a 2k hand, which is, I know it's 4k as dealer, but that was too greedy. And fell into the trap that I always tend to fall into, of just assuming the tile I played last time was probably safe enough. Still, could be worse. We are 2 away from a possible Itsu, so we'll take that. And again, the Koshi wasn't going to work. What we did was definitely the better way to handle it. I just should have gone norths at the end there. We can play that. I'll keep north for the time being. It's impossible, but we might as well keep it as a safe tile. At least while we sort other things out. Would love to draw this free so, this 8 so. Come on, give me a proper Itsu. I haven't had a proper Itsu in forever. That's a south. Not what I asked for, game. Yeah, we'll play dragon here. Okay, so nobody wants Pinsy tiles, which is good to note. Just means everybody's in these 2 seats, so... means nobody's going to... Horizon's going to instantly play the free, so... or not. Good draw. Alright. One from Riichi. And one Dora. Should have kept the greens as a pair. Should definitely not be keeping the north anymore because it really has no shot of being paired over anything else, but we don't want to be waiting on our own discards if we can help it. East as a pair is not amazing, but arguably better than 3. Sure. Given I think everybody's more or less on Sozi weights, I don't really be waiting on them. I want to... Okay, the game is punishing me for my hubris at the moment. It might also punish me for not taking that later down the line, but we'll see how it goes. Alright. Free So gives us a 4-7 weight, which is clearly what we want to be on. We have dropped 3 pairs. There's a sumo from Demo. It does. Don't get me wrong. The game does. You know, every time you get insanely lucky, the game has to do something like this to you to balance it out. It is not, you know, it's what the game is. But boy, would we like it to not do that right this second. Alright, what are we doing with this? There's not a lot of value here, unfortunately, so probably just going to go for a quick Tanyo pin to Reach hand and try and earn some points back that way. So obviously drawing the 4-man, very important. Drawing a 4-pin, pretty important as well. Splitting one of these up into a 2-sided weight, also high on the priority list. Or we just go for another Itsu. I mean, you know, it didn't give me the last one. Surely it's going to give me this one. He says, knowing the game does not like me to get Itsus under any circumstance whatsoever. Possible or otherwise. Okay, double run. We'll keep this up as a thing. I know it's technically a closed weight here, but if we draw a 4, we have a sort of extended run. And then waiting on a 2-5-8 shape. So we'll play our 4s out. Again, most risky tile. It has meant the demo is called, which is unfortunate, but he would probably he could have easily done that with, well, less likely to do it with 7s, but I'd prefer to keep those for safer tiles. And I draw another thing connected to the 4. You're welcome, demo. Keep going. This really makes this third one awkward, and it really shouldn't. So we do it anyway. You're in last place. I can't afford to not be brave about things. I wasn't just not going to have an opportunity to get points back. Triplet of the 7s is interesting. Don't know if it necessarily helps us a great deal, but we know 3-man's safe, so we'll cut this now. We'll cut this free one, and we'll hope to draw something middle there, cut there. Of course, if we draw a middle tile now, we're just basically in a single weight for the one that remains, but... Okay. Rise is doing a thing. Sorry, Prospero's doing a thing, sorry. It's south only though. Well, yeah, it is south only. So I can give 1,000 points away if I needed to here. On that basis, I'll do that. I think demo is obviously Tanpin rather than the Honitsu, but something to think about.
Chi.
That rises away. We'll take that. Tanya as dealer is not something we're going to worry too much about. It doesn't affect us in the slightest, given where we are. And we go again. Okay. What can we do with this one? I mean, top end is probably get a lot of luck and get a Sanchiku, which you never want to be relying on for that, so we'll just see how this goes. We're up to 3 pairs. We'll think about that if it becomes a bit more pair heavy in the next couple of draws, but
Chi.
Rise on the quick attack with an edge, so probably Honitsu. Interesting. Could be Chinitsu as well with that.
Chi.
Yeah. Last chance to really discard it.
Pum.
Okay. Again, I'm in the mood where I can do things, so we are going to play this. And we are going to take our Ishanten. And we're going to reach this if it comes to it. So it's 1/6 left. There's basically that. Either way, this is not a great wait, but and no shot Rise folds a Chinitsu attempt. Live Red and Honitsu is unfortunately the other thing that Rise could have. Admittedly, it's not technically live, but I'm still happy to just cut the 9 symbol, try and go round. Okay. Red's back. So that gives us an out that's allows us to call for Tenpai again. Sumo it is. It is Chinitsu. There's no busting out in this format, so I don't have to worry about that. I do have to worry about, obviously, getting positions back somewhat, but, you know. Alright. 3 hands to go. Oh no, it's still South 1 now. Yeah. 4 hands to go. Yakuhai for Prospero. Suiso attempt from Prospero, surely. Or probably more likely a Binzu Honitsu attempt, but maybe not. Could just be double Gakuhai and go. Chanter. Well, he discarded us out from the 1, so maybe not. Well, either way, those are all the high value hand options. Obviously, he probably doesn't have all of them, or any of them potentially. Still, we'll dodge the high value stuff and we'll see how it goes. Or maybe we just won't and we'll finish this hand off. Okay, AFD Peiko. Listen, there's going to be some variation that's higher than this. It's probably not Honitsu. It's probably not Chanter. It could be Toy Toy. It probably is Toy Toy with a 7. No, it's just an incidental dirty hard hand. But as I say, if I dealt into that, then I would just deal into it for that much, so I can take it. It's equalised the game a little bit, though, but it has made my job of getting to third a little harder. Inevitably, as it does. We're just waiting for a hand. Eventually, we'll get a Mung and Hanneman potential hand. We just have to convert it. Is it this one? Unlikely, but not impossible. Weirdly. We have a 789 Sanshikyu with Dora attempt, so we'll see if the tiles align for us here, but they do have to align for us somewhat for this to work. I mean, heck, we could potentially go for the all outside as well, but that's a useful draw. Okay, double 9s. Sanshikyu Doko. Always a possibility. Except that it isn't. Okay. Sanshikyu Part 1. Need to pair something. Need to draw a couple more inside tiles, but there's a Riichi against us. So we have to think about that now. Well, there's one bit. I'm not going to reach the... I'm going to put the 5 so out there just yet, but... But I don't even get a say in the answer anyway, but that's just Riichi Patsu. And is slow. And it is a Riichi Chitoya Patsu for Mangan for Prospero. Well, the good news is we're no longer chasing them for that. We're chasing Demo for third. Alright, Well, this is Honitsu. Honitsu Chinitsu territory, really, so we'll start with that. I mean, obviously we want to pair up all of these on the way to getting a full thing there. Yeah, maybe we just double Dora. Who knows? Two Dora and Honitsu are the same value unless it's concealed, so probably doing that way around. Yeah, honestly, we're going for a much lower band value than we're probably going to have to. We are really bad shape, admittingly, but the opportunity's got to be there for us. We'll obviously take whatever Carnage options we get at this stage, given the point gap. And we may end up having to play this 3-4, but... yeah, we'll play the 3-4 now. Let's just commit. Not with that, though. I want to keep this 7 Carnage potential here, so... as a Honitsu and Tudora are the same value, but
Pong.
we got Toy Toy as an option as well, so let's see how this one goes. We're probably not going to get to Toy Toy though, because I think the way the hand's set up, we're just not set up for here.
Can.
Again, the correct answer there was to pawn, but we're not doing that at this point. We're now locked into a 4, so required, but definitely have to do it. We didn't have to do it, actually. Not in the slightest. Should have pawned, but it's fine. We need more points on the board, and this is our best shot at this stage. Naked wait time? Might be naked wait time soon. Well, it's not about all or nothing, it's just basic, this is what we gotta do. But yeah, it would have been so much better off if I hadn't have calmed than just pawned. Actually, all of my Sozu tiles are being discarded by the wrong person. Well, that puts us in an interesting position, given things. Yeah, that is functionally useless to us. Yeah, no, I dropped. I mean, the 7 wasn't a Dora until I can't, but I had dropped 2 Dora. Knowingly dropped 2 Dora, which is the same as the Honitsu, which is what I was talking about earlier. Okay, sure. Honitsu 2-5, 2 discards to go. At least have Tenpai. That's something. Hey, I pick up some points in the draw. Unfortunately, Prospero was only Tenpai, so I not only gain no ground on 3rd, I have 1 less hand to do things in. Well, we have some carnage again, so there's that. Get all in from the side and try and get this Chinitsu finished. Probably not, actually. Especially not with that. Toy Toy is not a bad option, though, if it comes to it. If we can get another triplet, I might have to consider that. Alright, Tenpai. But we're not going to reach this one. Because if we get 1 more... Reach Sananko.
Can.
Well, we added a Dora to this. And now we need to get more triplets.
Pong.
Thank you, Rise. Alright, Toy Toy, Dora Dora. Calls on, of course. We still can calm things. Specifically the 8-man things. Would love to draw some carnage here. That's not carnage. I mean, Toy Toy Dora 3 is Mangan. Toy Toy Dora 2, actually, with the Carnage is Mangan as well, actually, with the recalcs. So, I just want to get some carnage going on here. That is not useful, and unfortunately... Yeah, you discard that. 4 goes. Doesn't help that up. I suppose the 4 is an incidental thing. They're both middle, though. Which is a problem. If we're going to win this, it is going to be by sumo. There's probably no doubt about this, but... But I would like a Khan or 2 first. In fact, 2 cards again in the Sankatsu would be nice. Because that's a particularly rare Yaku off a list that I've never picked up.
No.
Prospero, though, gives me the door free. Toy door free. And we take the 8-9. Alright, good news is I've moved everybody down the threshold order. Bad news is this is my last dealer turn. I have a phenomenal starting hand, though.
Oh.
2 sequences pair and pretty close to just completing. Yeah, we're 2 away. 2 away start is. You cannot complain at this. Okay, he's shot 10. I mean, it's Riichi and Pinfu. It's not the most valuable thing in the world, but I love hands like this. Second turn Riichi would be lovely. Give me that second turn Riichi. Oh, don't tell them fast hand. No, that's info I don't want them to have. Excitement is fine. I like excitement. I feel like excitement. Unfortunately, people are playing my winners out early. We don't want that. Anything I can do to improve this? Not really.
Riichi.
Well, we're opening up that it's Riichi Pinfu, but it's turn 4. It's a shame we couldn't snake things down, but that would have been unfortunate. No Patsu. Still, dealer free Han, absolutely fine here. Well, really, it's Riichi Pinfu, but I'm assuming Sumo, so free Han. Also, we're now back onto the Guinness. To be fully transparent, I haven't drunk before the game particularly, but so the way the game is set up, obviously this is South free, so Demo still has a dealer turn left after this respectively. But on Demo's dealer turn, if he wins or is Tenpai at draw and is in the lead, he doesn't automatically win. There has to be another winner from another player beforehand, or he has to be not Tenpai in draw. Otherwise he continues. The reason that rule exists is to basically force the normal game state, because everybody else would have to continue with their wins up to the final dealer point. So it takes away some of the advantage of being the last dealer. Alright, I have 4 more draws to finish this off. Come on, 3-6 pin, please. Thank you. Sometimes you ask and it gives it to you, but we didn't hit any euro, but that's fine. Again, free pawn as dealer is fine. 4-9. The gap reduces. We are now Mungan. Mungan will be an upset. Okay, I'm okay with this. This is reasonable. Again, not massively valuable because obviously we've got the sequence here, but also free pairs that we have to navigate, but it's reasonable. And to be fair, if we draw a 7, that splits up one of the pairs anyway, so of course we draw up a pair. But yeah, we need at least one more win to give us a shot at second place here. A Mungan here actually would give us the chance to just go over the top, but it seems unlikely we're going to hit the Mungan from here. Especially this is a 3rd turn reach. Fun. Alright. We can definitely play safety into that, so we will. It's not great, but we'll play safety into that for now. And then we're just going to play our normal game after this point, because we really need this. It's probably a bad incidental single weight of something, but you can't. You gotta play your normal game around early reaches as much as you can, and if it happens, it happens. We have 4 pairs. I don't know if we're going for Cheetoy here. We might not be. Probably aren't, but having a safe 7 pin is nice. Sure. We got 8 so safe. We need to pair the 5-man, I think, if we're going to do anything for this hand, really. Rise is in for a Tanyo, which we can't really do with the pairs we got, but... Hatsu, no help. I mean, nothing you can do about it at that stage, really. We're going to keep Fedora. Yeah, I think all we can really do is call for Tenpai, annoyingly, with this one. Just beat Tenpai at the end. It seems like our best bet at anything at this stage. Which is not a great position to be in. It's a definite reach. That, though, is made it a lot better for us. Problem is, I really think this 5-man's going to deal into somebody. 5-8, wait. No, it's just closed 8. It's unfortunate, but equally, I'm in a position where I can't afford to not do that. That's undone my progress. Now we need a big hand. Alright. All last. What can I build with this? Almost nothing. 4, 5, 6 Sanchiku plus nothing? Is that really all I got? Okay. Again, sometimes that's it. I've already committed my errors to this game. At this stage now, all I can really do is aim for this 4, 5, 6 Sanchiku. Hope that I get something else. 5, 6, 7 Sanchiku could be done as well, but I'm less likely to get that way round with things. Let's see. What do I need? I need direct dealings at this point. I can't even win it off Sumos. And I need Hannemans. This isn't possible. Sometimes I can look at an obscure Yakuman and just go straight for it, but the amount I have to chain together here. So I need Sanchiku, I need Pin to reach, I'd have to hit some Uradura, and already I'm sort of asking for a lot at that stage. Especially when 2 of the players are incentivized to rush. Yeah. And Demo's also incentivized to rush because he wants dealer repeats. If worse comes to it, we are going to try and give Demo some points here, because that gives us more opportunities, weirdly. Problem is, he looks like he's on a normal 10-pin hand and a similar sort of vein to what we're doing. So I assume that's Prospero. Yeah. Alright, 5, 6, 7 Sanchiku is back on the menu. Problem is I need 2 7s at the moment.
Boom.
Right, that's fine. Rise gives us an extra draw. Well, at this stage, we might just want the Tenpai. Alright, 8 safe. 8 safe, 9 safe. East we know is safe. Let's play the 8. Let's play these out. I want to just try and secure the Sanchiku if I can, because Tanyo Sanchiku also gives us the extra 2 there. How many 7s are left? 1 discarded. There's 7s left. We can draw enough. We can draw more 7s. At this point, we're just hoping that Demo is Tenpai. He's playing a lot of terminals still. Okay, that's a reasonable draw. Doesn't help us towards the high-end hand that we need, but Incidental Tempai would not be the worst thing.
Chi.
Yeah, late game we want to be Tempai at draw, because that might be the points. I wish I could call swap, but no. Can't call swap. And that's the game. Yeah, we knew they were incentivized to rush to finish. So Rice picks up a second place, Prospero picks up a win, and we languish in fourth. Yeah, with last place sort of reasoning, I had one hand with my opener to try and get a Hanneman, and it wasn't paying off. So these things happen. But yeah, GG everybody. We are now in the Guinness. Apparently I'm top ranking with 4-2-3-2-4 and -59 because I'm the only person who have played 5 games, I think. Jeez. Okay. Well, welcome aboard, sir. The only rules, obviously, is you're allowed to talk in chat if you want to. You're obviously not supposed to be watching the stream while I'm playing against you, just as a casual point of that one. But you're more than welcome to go in. But yeah, everything I do is improvement from here. Everything I do is improvement. Alright, I will add myself in. And we'll see if we got one more. We do, Prospero. Okay, so Mirai, Demo. Shadowhawk and Prospero. Good luck all. Let's see how this goes. Let's see if I can improve on the current top 5 games in a row score of -59. Yet to pull a win out this year, apparently, based on that, but we'll see. Alright. Good luck to you all. What are we looking at? Stuff and things. Alright, going for the quick attack, which is fine. Okay, we've hit a churn, so we could also go for a 1,000-point quick end to this, but we're a bit far away from things. Also, Tanyo picking up a Dora.
Riichi.
Well, that happened. Okay. We have free safe tiles if we absolutely want to use them. We're not dealer, so this reach is less problematic for us, but equally... Yeah, you know what? We're just gonna fold out our reds. Let's make this another people's problem. Okay, Incidental North. So, we're in Winoya ourselves at this point. We know Tupan's safe. Yeah, I'll play Tupan. 9-man is not confirmed yet. 9-pin is. Forso would be a half side. Okay, well, better this way for the moment. So, Yeah, alright, that's 9 safe. So what? Ideally, draw a 5 so here. Nah, somehow the ideals never quite pull off. Okay. We're fine here.
ロン。いや悪いね。
3-6.
リーチ。ピンフ。イーペイコ。
Right, reach pin, Ipeco, 39. Plus a reach stick. Alright, Demo's dealership. Pair of Wests, and we have some stuff and things to think about. We're going to get to so. So, Alien wins. A couple of loose tiles to sort out. South is useful to us, but would be useful if there were 2 already gone. West not helpful to us, but now definitely safe tiles for the rest of this. 2 man. Interesting. So we're up to 4 pairs, which is more than I would probably want to be on. Again, we're probably going to cut in the West at some point soonish anyway, unless we draw instantly a 5th pair very, very shortly. That's not the most useful thing for us. We'll do a 1-4 swap. Again, I'm looking at more conventional hand than necessarily Cheeto with this. Okay, we can get West. Kind of indicating what we decided to do there. And if we get fortunate, we might even cut the 9s as well. Do, 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 do. Wrong 2. 2 pin would be lovely, but
Bon.
okay, Ton from Mirai. Again, that's the 2 pin that we would have wanted to draw. Again, it would have gone to Mirai if the call hadn't happened, so it's whatever.
リーチ。
Reach, you say? Well, we got safety against that for the moment. Yeah, I think it's Talent Pin, so I think we can afford to get rid of the 9s here. Yeah, 1 thought.
いや悪いね。
Yeah, 1 thought.
リーチ。
Almost 7 as it was.
ピンフ。ドラ。
Reach pin 2 and 1 error. We'll take that though. Ah, basically you managed to pull it off and still defend against the bot, weirdly, but yeah. I think my reaction was reasonably televised. I did notice it was a Suanko attempt. This is interesting. Cute. And good darn epic. guess we try and cut the 2-4 at some point soon, which we'll do now. Obviously, kind of committed to keeping this Dora, or just reaching with it, but... Possible Itsu... Maybe. I am a simple person. Sometimes it does, right? Sometimes, you know, occasionally I've definitely played final, you know, South 4s where I see what I need to get and I see a hand that's basically 6 away that gets me the points I want, and we try to go that direction, and sometimes it just, you know, happens. But the number of Suanko attempts I've been close to by accident is quite astonishing. Because you don't expect to get triplets. You almost never expect to get triplets. Even when you start pairing things up, you want to be breaking up the third pair at usually course of things anyway, so... But no, it was a great attempt, and honestly, as I say, the fact you were able to play safety around it for the most part as well was just really fortunate, but yeah. Although that AI did have some really nutty weights at times. Alright, come on, Forso, one time. You ask and the game occasionally gives it to you. We have Riichi Itsu, Dora. Assuming this Dora pays off. Which it won't. But hey, maybe there's one we can draw. Is this going to be finally the time when the Soul Itsu doesn't betray me? Probably not, because I would imagine that Mirai has a better weight than me. And also Prospero Delta, so... Lesai. Okay. Up to third with that, though, and it's our dealer turn. Well, I guess we're going for a possible Itsu again, aren't we? Yep. Nice. I mean, there's nothing stronger than going Can't Reach, and if you're going Sananko, Suanko, you're most likely going to have a shot at being able to do that. Alright, well, this is pretty much an autopilot Chinitsu attempt as dealer. With Dora as well. But we do get the Itsu as well. I mean, no, let's just... We got a lot of tiles to get through before we get that part of it. There you go, White Dragon pair. How can... Exactly. You know, I fully agree with you on that one. How can you not? There are definitely some efficiency question marks, but you know what? The rule of fun has to override things at times. I don't know if I want to do that. That might be a mistake, but I don't think I want to call the 8s here right this second. I mean, that's still only 2-5. I think it's fine. We can hold off. We still have to get rid of 3 tiles regardless of how we do this, and I think there's enough benefits to keeping things concealed right this second. That being said, maybe we need to get off of this flow. This just flow of tiles that aren't Manzu. Taking a 2 in a heartbeat, of course, but... One of each of west and north, so we can still pair those. There's still a 9, there's still a 2. We can get an Itsu out of this still. Well, I've basically telegraphed to demo what I've got, but I'm not going to call it. I mean, demo knows what I've got. He's just playing risky because he's Shanten at this point, most likely. Those are those 9s I need.
ロン。いや悪いね。フィンフ、ドラ。
Figured. Not much I can really do in that position. Just had so many unuseful tiles, but I mean, if you are restricting yourself to a third of the pool, then you know that will happen. East 4. And since I'm replacing a 4th place with a 4th place, you know, this is currently an improvement. And let's not talk about the old style rankings, because I'm basically bottom of that. Thank you, Zero Floor. You're saving me again. Okay, this one's developing. Free mana would be a reasonable draw, and then I've got to think about some calculations on that. But I think we just lean into the Pinfu side of things at the moment and see what happens. I mean, drawing free mana is Tenpai. Five mana is not Tenpai, but we can take the Tanya route with this one, I think. Might have to. It's early enough and I have no clues. Also, 3 mana is just gone. 7 mana is just gone. Those are significantly riskier tiles, so somebody's clearly got there.
Riichi.
Okay, Pursuit Reach. 1/4. Even with Safe and Prospero, that might have been breaking his hand up. Let's pause there. Sumo and the higher side weight. Reach Sumo 4K. Plus some Reach 6. Okay, securing our third, chasing down Mirai in second. Right, 2 for 6. So again, we got a Tanyo attack here. So that is almost certainly what we're looking at. Unless we pair one of these up very quickly. My cats are desperate for attention on the floor beside me. May have to acquiesce and give them some belly rubs in a moment. Or at least some head rubs. They've definitely had food, though. Have you? Okay, that is a good draw. So there's no real improvement to this hand. It's just going to be reach and pin through for the most part. But 2 Dora is nice. Yeah, thank you for joining, Rise. Catch you later. So pair established, and it's Dora pair. So now we might just be calling anything. Well, anything we can call. We got the 4 as well. Jeez. All right, Ishanten. Prosper got a 7. He might have a 7. Okay, that's a partial upgrade here, so we'll take that. Can we go 5, 6, 7? Is that possible? For another 7, cut the 4? Maybe. I mean, there's a lot of value increase, but, you know.
Chi.
Nah, we take our Tenpai here. Tanyo 2, 5, 8. Which they might be able to judge from this, assuming I had a 2, 4, 6.
No.
But maybe not. Demo deals in, and we'll take a Tanyo 2 off of the current points leader. Right. No improvement in position, but that has closed the game up a bit. Alright, in South 2, we have a pair of Easts, which is absolutely what we want to be seeing. We need that more often. It's still an alien wind. It's the same couple of tiles, but this hand is functionally nowhere. All right, Dora. So the high end of the hand is probably something like Chanta Sanjiku, but we don't need the high end. We're only 4-7 behind. Prospero picks up the south. What can he do? We're gonna lean. I shouldn't lean into this side of it. I should just cut the 1 over that, but still, we have Chanta chances, I guess. So. And now we need all of the 3s to make this work, but I guess we have a Chanta Sanjiku possibility. Prosper has discarded Dora, so we have to be careful about what he's on now. To which Mariah says, I will discard this middle Pinsy tile. Don't worry about me. Alright, he's discarded the Dora, he has 2 calls, he has Tenpai. We have to respect that, unfortunately, now. I think respecting that at this point in the game means we drop the Easts. And we're not going for our silly Sanjiku anymore. Which is a shame because it's starting to kind of come together. He says, before I drew that tile, weirdly. So, you know, I am psychic. I do know how this game goes. So 6 and 8 are both safe to Prospero, which is what we need to consider in terms of our breaking the hand up. So I guess we do that. We also know Dora's safe to him, so... Alright, well that changes the thing up a little bit. What can I do against this? Not very much, admittingly. Guess honestly I'll just play my 9s. 4-pin safe. I think the 4-pin against that is obviously half Suji, but also just... I think Prospero's got the hand together at this stage, so we'll bear that in mind. And see if he's positioned to be in the 9 so. Because I might have 2. 2-pin safe, 4-pin safe though. Or he's no, he's breaking a pair. Okay. That makes a bit more safety sense if he's discarded the pair. Darn it, we could have made this work. This could have worked. T2. Do we have the 2s walled off? We do not. Who knows?
G.
So now we're just dodging demo a little bit, because that was probably a call for Tenpai.
Note.
2-5 and just the 7 incidental, which is what we would expect from a call to Tenpai that late in the game. So, okay. So it's Mahjong Gap now, or effectively Mahjong Gap. And again, we've not got a great opener. 4, 5, 6, 7 for those counting, that sort of thing. Yeah. There's practically no sense in us forcing a Kokushi from this, so... That's 3 greens. Just in case that's what he's here to get. Okay, useful draw.
Boom.
Yeah, not doing anything with that. So what's the play here? Like to draw 7. Just have an incidental Tenpai, I guess, really. I don't have anything else going for this. North dropped. Wondering if that was a 2-Mitsu attempt instead. North might be an overflow, but if it is Kokushi, I'm not too concerned about it. It's not mechanically definitely out at this stage, but well, that's a great draw. Ishanten. For the 7-pin, not that it's going to be a pin food, just so I have 2 more winning tiles for it, but... Okay, well that is the Kokushi dead. We now know that for sure. Could have called it, but... At this point, demo as dealer, I'd like to have a couple of safe tiles. Yeah, maybe that's the reason to take them. We still need a 7-pin to make this hand work. So we can dodge. So I don't have a lot that's safe against Prospero particularly. Seven. Okay, we'll cut that. Ishanten. 8-man is the risk tile at the moment. Third north. Ooh, live west when he's west. Oh, that's horrible. That is really horrible. Alright, well, I guess we're out of this one.
Note.
Well, we dodged it for the wrong player, but we avoided dealing west. Could have lost a lot more points if we did on that. This is a start that I'm okay with. 4 long countdown that we hope to at least finish some of that part off, but this is a quick Tanyo attack here. Hopefully incorporating Adora. We are sitting south. If we can compare the south sub, that's also absolutely fine for us. I think, though, we're going to be forced to play south in a moment. Okay, south is fine. Dora. Okay. So, fun and games have just started up. Can we do anything with this? Yes. Toy, Dora, currently. Tanyo as well. But all middle tiles. Unless we get the Cheetoy side of this, which again we could. 6 and 8 gets us 10 by on the other. Wrong two. Don't want that 7 at all.
Riichi.
Okay, reach on board. Live chun. Oh, don't I love that. I have T-Dora, so we're, you know, a T-Dora and a Hanneman chance. I think we can afford to try and push this a little bit. Not a huge amount, admittingly, but we can try and push this a little bit. Oh, red being safe is so good for us. But we do a 7-pin. Okay, didn't matter. That was a zoomer. Wouldn't have dealt into it with a 7-pin, but still would have been a big decision to go for. 2,000 points. We can live with that. So a slight gain on the overall leader. Still effectively Mungan required. Well, free harm required as dealer here. No, it is Mungan. What am I talking about? Alright, Dragon. Well, we have Tom. So, question is from there, can we get anything else? Do we in fact need anything else? We obviously need more things, but... Okay, so that's just an extended run that's going on there, which is fine by us. Means 4, 5, 6, 2, 3, 4, both potential Sanjiku chances. Alright, let's cut this 4-6. It's a little on the more awkward side of things, but I'm going to cut this now.
Pong.
Okay, Ishanten. A few ways we get there. Let's see how it works. That was not one of the ways I would get there, actually, but... But we now have multiple... If we power either these up, we have a 3-sided weight.
Pong.
Which we take. And we'll probably try and win on the 1-man. Or at least, probably end up winning on the 1-man. Wrong one. One, 4, 7 or some carnage attempts, please. There is still a 2-side technically, as far as I'm aware. In East? Nope, East is gone. So I've lost that card chance, but... I'm still looking at a 9 out here, so... There we go.
Tsumo.
It's cheap, but we Ren-chan and we go again. Eight, 2. North to start. So 3-4 Sanjiku seems our strongest block in terms of value. Beyond that, what can we get? Riichi and Pinfu most likely lines of attack from this point, which is perfectly fine by us. Sanjiku is technically doable as well. Get an early Tiso, walk it down to 1-4 at some point. We'll see. Yeah, that's sort of what the opposite I wanted. I wanted to draw a 1, then a 5, and just have this as our Sanjiku sequence, but this will do too. Okay, so we have a 4, 6, 8, which now incorporates Fedora. So, I hope we don't draw a 5 now. No, we didn't draw a 5.
G.
What are my... Yeah. Essentially, I just need a 7-man. 2 would have been fine. That's unfortunate. Well, it's not unfortunate. We'd probably still cut that pair off anyway. Can't. Well, I could have called that actually. It's slightly less true now, but only slightly. We could have called that. Not a fan of it, but that's what we'll do.
Riichi.
Really not a fan of that. Well, we broke the cardinal rule of don't play freeze and force into a reach. So we're going to break it a few times here, I think. My defensive options are nothing.
Riichi.
Do I reach 2-5? So few 5s left.
つも
Ah,
いいね。
have your 1,000 points.
リーチ。つもドラ。
Have your extra 1,000. It's all good. Well, that means I am now in just a can I get a Mungan Sumo to take second. This hand could get Mungan Sumo. Reach, pure outside, and see what happens. So, we're going to see what happens. But yeah, Mungan Sumo, Hanuman direct hit, or just go full Baiman to win the whole thing. Don't think the Baiman's possible, but we'll see. As it happens, this is more likely going to be Reach Pinfu and peter out, but we're gonna aim for the Sanshikyu as much as we can. Yeah, that feels like an attempt to just stymie the game a little bit. Yeah, we're gonna force this. Why? We're gonna force this. Of course we're gonna force this. We have our pair after all. Nonsense is occurring. Don't worry about it. Shin does nothing for us. Okay. Ishanten, technically. I need that one man. That is a 7-pin. I need that one man, I said. I know a free man gets me Tenpai, and sure, but... yeah, we need a lot to make this work, but there's not a lot of 9s left here either. West does nothing. Yeah, at this point, I'm probably just looking to get the direct hit on something if we can. Nothing there. Alright, well, backdooring it then. We can still get the 1-2-3 Sanshikyu, but we need to draw a 9 or a 9 or 3. Those are our only options here. Give me 9, 9, 3, or 3. That is a 6. That is none of the things I asked for. One time, free so. I've discarded an 8/7, so that 17, that makes that really awkward.
Pong.
Yeah, this is basically worthless, but I need Tenpai if it comes to it, so... I don't even know if we win off this. No, we don't win off this. Yeah, no shot we win off that. Our best hope is that Prosper isn't Tenpai here.
いいね
Alright, fine. I should have taken the win, but I think my math methodology was correct. I don't take the win there, because I want third. Doesn't happen. Alright. GG. Well, as crushing as defeats as that goes, that was a
いい
defeat.
結果だね
Well played, everyone. Yeah. Again, I could have. Again, there was 2 draws left to go. I felt I had the time. It's what it is. Alright. Well, thanks for joining us. That's going to be the last one tonight, I think. And, yeah. I wish you the best of luck. I almost had the hand. I mean, to be fair, you dealt into me, too, from the end of that. I did technically have a win on you. I tried not to take it because I wanted Prospero to be in Tenpai and have an actual chance of getting your position with Mangun, but didn't happen. Didn't work out. But hey, my overall improvement to minus 19.4. Also, somebody else has played 5 games. I think that's Prospero. Prospero has a 0.2. This is not an impressive scoring at the moment, but I'm sure as soon as Rise pops up into there, or Demo, then that's just going to be a demolishment. But hey, that's future times. Future times. Alright, well, thanks for joining us. I'll see, hopefully, you again next week. And yeah, have a good time. Till then.